In Venom Assault, players are tasked by the United Nations to thwart a global organization on the edge of taking over the world, known only as Venom. After discovering Venom's evil plan, the UN has called for the most elite soldiers of the world to gather together, work as a squadron, and stop their evil plans. 1 to 5 players must work together to defeat various Venom leaders at their strongholds. There is no time to waste, and your squadrons must act quickly and decisively in order to gain the upper hand. Play begins with the commander, who uses his cards to recruit new, unique soldiers and vehicles. Then he selects a Venom leader to attack, if any. If combat is chosen, both Freedom Squadron and Venom plan, then execute their end of the battle, both hoping to be victorious. Only the commander begins their turn with the event phase. Draw the top card from the event deck and resolve its text immediately. In the recruitment phase, you may purchase new soldiers, vehicles, and even locations to better aid your squadron in combat against Venom's forces. Play each card from your hand by placing it in front of you, face up, one at a time. As each card is played, you may resolve its ability before playing the next card. Once you have played your entire hand, you may now recruit cards from the training ground. Add up the total recruitment points from all your cards in play. You may recruit any number of cards from the training ground that have a total cost equal to or less than your total recruitment points. Now you can decide which Venom leader, if any, you would like to battle. Move the health and defense markers on their respective tracks to their appropriate positions, matching the health and defense of the chosen leader's card. Choose which of your Freedom Squadron soldiers in play will be your combat leader. Display your combat leader separately and choose which other cards in play to have as support for your combat. Place combat dice equal to your combat leader's combat value on the card. Place any additional combat dice gained from Freedom support cards on their card. Draw a number of Venom support cards equal to the Venom leader's support value and display them in order from left to right on the Venom support area on the board. Freedom Squadron's supporting abilities happen first. Lastly, the Venom support abilities will take effect. Now that all intelligence and planning has been completed, both Freedom Squadron and Venom have prepared for combat. Roll the combat dice. Set aside all combat dice that have a rolled value equal to or greater than the marked number on the Venom leader's defense track. These are successes. Cards on both sides may modify the combat dice. After you have rolled and modified your combat dice, compare the number of successes against the current number marked on the Venom leader health track. If you have successes equal to or greater than the current number of dice marked on the Venom leader health track, you have successfully captured that Venom leader. Check to see if the reward card is needed to foil Venom's ultimate plan as listed on the mission card's victory conditions. Once combat has ended and all abilities have taken effect, you may choose to retire one of your cards in play at this time. Discard the Venom support cards used in combat. Return the Venom leader health marker to the 1 position and the Venom leader defense marker also to the 1 position. Refill any empty zones by placing 1 reward card, face down, on the space from the reward deck. Then place a new Venom leader card from the Venom leader deck, face up, on top of it. Refill the training ground to 5 cards by drawing from the recruitment deck. Discard all Freedom Squadron cards from play into your discard pile. Draw 5 new cards from your draw deck. Play then continues clockwise to the next player. If all of the mission's victory conditions have been met, then all the players win for the good of humanity. However, if the event track reaches 5, there may be one more opportunity for Freedom Squadron to complete their mission. The final effect on the mission card will detail what the players must do to still pull off a success, if there is any chance left. If the players are unable to meet the conditions or fail in their task, Venom succeeds in their plot, and all the players lose.